Hi guys, this is Oopie Boopie Poopie Movies, and here are some of the film and TV stories that stood out for me this week. Paradise creator Dan Fogelman announced on Twitter that shooting has begun on season 2 of the hit thriller. Alex Garland's new film, Warfare, is being extremely well received with a 94% score on Rotten Tomatoes. The film stars Will Poulter and Cosmo Jarvis. It is based on the experiences of Navy SEAL Ray Mendoza, who also co-wrote. The film is real-time and follows soldiers in enemy territory.
We're seeing activity convert.
Back at our last known position.
Here's the plan.
Eyes on me and only 2
minutes! Where are you guys?
Trying to get to our position.
Going hot.
Richard Chamberlain has died, which is sad news, because although he had fallen from the public eye over the years, he was one of the biggest stars of my childhood. The Thornbirds was massive event television in Ireland. Everybody's man was watching it. And I have fond memories of Alan Quatermain.
King Solomon's Mines.
I'm not interested in being remembered.
Jon Lovitz teased the idea of bringing back The Critic, a fun cartoon from the 90s, which I still quote to this day.
It stinks. It stinks. It stinks.
Sam Mendes is making 4 Beatles movies coming in April 2028. In what has been called the first bingeable theatrical experience, all 4 films will be released on the same day. Each film will focus on a specific Beatle and have its own writer. And much like the device used in the Watchmen graphic novel, key scenes will be shown from individual perspectives with individual interpretations. The film will star Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr, Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, and Joseph Quinn as George Harrison. I hope you're ready for that hot D, because House of the Dragon is back in production. There will be a host of new cast members, but no release date has been confirmed.
House of the Dragon is back in production. Here we are on day 1 of season 3. Action.
Sony has given a release date for the much delayed Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. The film is coming to cinemas on June 4th, 2027. Along with the announcement, they also released some images. Adult Swim revealed the release date of Rick and Morty Season 8. The popular show returns on May 25th at 11 PM on Adult Swim. They made the announcement during a live April Fool's YouTube broadcast, which featured a 22-minute live performance by the Rick and Morty Playhouse players recreating fan favourite moments. The event also included a sneak preview of Season 8.
Whoa! Just check out this Wicker Man looking place.
Das kann nicht liegt!
German Easter is a little less chocolate-centric.
Say what you want about America, but we get a few things right.
Easter egg!
Looks like it's from Andromeda.
Why would aliens care about a holiday we don't even care about?
I don't know, but we're not the only ones looking for answers. Check out these nerds. Space Christians? Isn't that a conflict of interest? Hey, don't scan me. I'll scan you.
Easter rabbit DNA. He's clearly made contact with it.
My scan says you shit standing up. Says it gets on your legs.
Where is the rabbit?
Oh, a cross gun. That's dumb.
Nobody needs to get hurt.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Rick and Morty Season 8 premieres May 25th at 11 on Adult Swim.
In surprising news, and surprising in the best way possible, David Fincher and Brad Pitt are reteaming for a sequel to Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Fincher directing a Tarantino script is beyond exciting news, but both men have a history of cancelling projects, so I'll believe it when I see it. With that being said, reports state that the film could begin shooting as early as July. Landman Season 2 has begun production in Texas. The Taylor Sheridan series set viewership records on Paramount+. The hit series stars Billy Bob Thornton, Demi Moore and Ali Larter. The series touches on a variety of areas of the oil business, from the workers in the oil fields all the way up to the boardroom. Jesus Christ, we're surrounded by death. Val Kilmer died this week of pneumonia after fighting throat cancer for more than a decade. His movie star good looks belied genuine acting talent. He had a filmography to be envied, with bona fide classics like Top Gun and best in class like Heat amongst them. However, I think the role I loved him in most was as Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
I'm your huckleberry.
This week at CinemaCon, Adam Fogelson, Lionsgate chair, announced several John Wickiverse projects. John Wick 5 is confirmed, with Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves returning. Keanu Reeves is also starring in an animated prequel which is about John completing the impossible task that allowed him to leave the high table in order to marry his wife. That is, killing all of his enemies in a single night. I wish we weren't getting that story because it can only disappoint. We are also getting a Kane spin-off starring and directed by Donnie Yen. This week at CinemaCon, they screened the live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie. The film was well received. It was also revealed that Part 2 is already greenlit and will be released on June 13th, 2027. Josh Hutcherson will return in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The first installment was a hit for Blumhouse. Part 2 is coming to cinemas in December, and this week they released a teaser.
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show? Count with me now. 5, 4, 3.
They're out there, Mike.
2.
Where?
1.
Everywhere.
Showtime!
This week saw the release of the trailer for the new Guy Ritchie film Fountain of Youth. The film is an Indiana Jones riff and stars John Krasinski and Natalie Portman. It will drop on Apple TV Plus on May 23rd. James Wan dropped a James Tonna news this week, and news that got me very excited. Megan 2 is coming soon, June 27th. I had a lot of fun with Part 1. Could have used more violence, but they dropped the trailer for Part 2 this week and it looks even more fun. They made a lot of smart choices here, like giving Megan a new body to account for the actress aging. I know they kind of had no choice after Part 1, but it's a smart move that makes me feel like it's in safe hands. Megan has a very particular sense of humour that I just love. Love the delivery of the lines, love the actress, super excited, can't wait. During his CinemaCon appearance, James Wan also showed footage from the more adult Megan spin-off, Soulmate. AI sex bot? Bit early for a companion remake, isn't it, James? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the Megan 2 trailer as much as I did.
How do I say goodbye?
I'll admit, there were some bugs in my programming. It's hardly fair to blame me for that.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
But one thing hasn't changed. I will do whatever it takes to protect Katie. What the hell is this? You put me in this plastic Teletubby?
Prove you can be trusted, maybe we'll give you an upgrade.
Mrs. Forrester, we have a problem. We're hunting an autonomous android named Amelia. She was built using your design for Megan.
How's this possible? You deleted it.
Apparently you didn't. Nothing in our arsenal can stop her. She's gone rogue, killing anyone who's contributed to her creation.
I think I did it again.
And you and Katie are next.
I know how to stop Amelia. She's getting more powerful. Soon she'll be the most dangerous weapon on the planet. Put me in a body and I'll help you stop her.
You remember what happened last time. You threatened to rip out my tongue and put me in a wheelchair.
I was upset.
Look, she wants to help us. Everyone deserves a second chance.
You would like us to rebuild a deranged robot in order to catch another one.
Would you prefer I gave you a printout that you can read at your own pace?
Okay, Megan. Time to give you an upgrade. Anything you'd like to add?
I want to be stronger, faster. Hey, so remember the time I strangled you and set the lab on fire? I want you to know that won't happen again.
Thank you so much.
And while you're at it, make me taller. All right, meat sacks. Let's get to work.
Well, look who came out to play.
I was programmed to protect Katie. The only question is, are you going to stand in my way? Hold on to your vaginas.
I don't care if she did kill 4 people. She is a smoking hot warrior princess.
I'll make you a deal. You can kill Gemma, but don't touch Katie.
Megan.
The first trailer for The Black Phone Part 2 was shown at CinemaCon this week, but hasn't been released yet. There was a strong positive reaction. This will be Scott Derrickson's first sequel, and Ethan Hawke is returning as the Grabber, in a sequel that will lean more into the supernatural elements. The Naked Gun reboot. What a terrible idea. With that being said, the CinemaCon footage was really well received and the teaser is quite funny. Still, the Naked Gun reboot. What a terrible idea. This week saw the release of the Tron Ares trailer. The film looks to be a direct continuation of Tron Legacy, a flawed but really good film, and stars Greta Lee, Evan Peters and Jared Leto as the titular Ares.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
HBO released some pictures for Succession creator Jesse Armstrong's new film, Mountainhead. Not much is known about the film, but apparently it is about 4 friends getting together during a financial crisis and stars Steve Carell, Rami Youssef and Andy Daly amongst others. Okay, that's that. Let me know the stories you heard that weren't covered here and like and subscribe for more.